Oh, so sorry. Frostbite. Freeze. Cool it. Dodge this. Freeze. Dodge this. Oh, so sorry. Freeze. Cool it. Dodge this. Freeze.
Let it rip. Try not to enjoy.
Dodge this. This moment will be frozen in time.
Ad Astra.
Take your pick. You'll find no second.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter? A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah, I remember seeing someone like that. A blonde stranger dressed in unusual garb. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. So I decided to keep an eye on him for a while. I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our— as long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her, no? Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried telling him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him. Maybe—
What? You need something? Here, I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found if the Knights or the Guild want to get hold of him. That's the only—
The angels share? Anyway, let's go to the angel.
No wonder you're a master.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger where—
That I have. He comes here every night. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes.
And what's Master D-Luke's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite the connoisseur.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's...
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you... Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Hey, go on, drink some more.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling? Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there.
So...
That little one beside you.
Uh-huh, we're the best of friends.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me? Sure.
And he was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment. 500 mora, and 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee, and that's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Ah, thank you. Now as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now. The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis? I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question. Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity? So that's your answer? I see. Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods? So, this is your answer then? I understand. As I thought, you really are similar to him. I'll take that 500 mora. And, that said, I only like you, I am currently on a journey. You and... Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world. I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss...
Oh, that's right! We haven't encountered the non...
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something. Uh-huh. We're super duper strong.
That manner. It's just like his. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the... This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the abyss, the falcon of the west. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods. Oh, it's nothing. The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Prepare to be blown away! No one escapes my sight!
So sorry. Freeze! Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze! Dodge this!
Let's spark things up a little.
Windblade!
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left the abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant, and the creatures of the abyss desire nothing less.
You seem to know a lot about the...
I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. Judging by the traces I'm following, perhaps we may find our abyss.
Now, think Dean's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Lord of Wolvendom, sharp of fang and keen of claw. And yet, no. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion. All right, let's go see if that.
But where do we begin?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary. Let's beat them up first.
No escape!
Cool it! Don't get frostbite. Dodge this! Freeze! Cool it! What's the hurry? Don't push him. Dodge this!
Whew, that's that. Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss. Looks like the abyss really has... Yikes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts, but they were left behind by abyss mages. It seems that even an abyss herald... We should leave as well.
But now we're out of leads.
No. There is... Let's get a move on then. I'll... I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's Lair. But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point. In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the Dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin...
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, let's go see what the situation is.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Let it bring it. Wingblade.
You're in for a little shock.
This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze! What's the hurry?
to enjoy this too much.
Freeze!
No one escapes my sights!
Oh, so in the end, we still...
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame.
No, you're right. If it's real...
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them. Once upon a time, yes.
You know, Dane, you keep... Where are they now?
He no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be...
Oh, is that how it is?
I still have some things left unfinished.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come... Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find... Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast. Either way, we should settle down in a place...
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you... While you're still traveling, you should...
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? It could. Whichever it is, we should see it. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there.
Whoa, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But it doesn't feel like there's anything...
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here. My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey. Me? I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean your brother? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why...
You're saying...
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only... At least you now know that he is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find him. Yes. And this is something you must keep. May you find your kin at the end of that journey.
Huh?
Only for now. After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave.
Oh, yes! Yes! They have the audacity to go after anything. The 7 dragons, gods. No ancient artifact that relates can escape their greedy ambition. Still, this time is different. Who do they think they are, going after the Abyss Order's treasures? Oh, Traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here with Lon? Do you have a commission you need to post?
Hello. We were just discussing.
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the Abyss.
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that 2 big-time treasure hoarders in Liyue and Mondstadt are planning some big joint operation.
2 big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor of the North.
Oh, Raptor! Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber and Mondstadt. But who is Big Sis?
You already know something then. I guess you must have crossed paths with the treasure hoarders many times before. You are correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. As I understand it, the treasure hoarders all call her boss. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making her Big Sis of the gods.
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that, despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kinds of treasure could be inside. They have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order's forces away from the ruins, then send an expert thief inside to steal the treasure.
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain Grand Thief from Fontaine.
Grand Thief?
Oh, indeed. He is the Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers. Ah, so you're familiar with the author of the Tavat Travel Guide. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt, Big Sis and Raptor had to put in a lot of work to convince a thief of his.
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith already have their hands full. They don't have any time to investigate rumors about, but anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there is some unknown danger lurking beneath the surface. So I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Leave this.
Oh, thank you so.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member.
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
Dodge this! Freeze! Dodge this! Ah! Freeze! Cool it!
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
What's the hurry?
This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? Is he praying to something? That's... Why is the statue of the Seven hanging upside down? And the statue's hands... Paimon remembers they're normally... But this statue... Paimon and... The Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Do you think he's... Hello? Are you okay, mister? He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here. Ah! Now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
On the secrets of the Abyss. You have come here. You have seen as a herald.
An Abyss herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, you are with Dainsleif, that god. Did he send you here to die? The Abyss is unstoppable.
What is this power? Pirate's never seen it before.
What's the hurry? Don't push your luck. Dodge this. Ha! Ha! Ah! Ah!
Prepare to be blown away! Ha!
I see. In that case,
What a tough battle! Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had Huh? What is it? Oh, right, yeah.
So, we meet again.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss, though I have had my suspicions. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way! We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come.
Let's go!
Cool it! Freeze! Cool it!
Let it rain! Those Abyss mages just now.
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits.
They wouldn't be searching for such In fact, I was nearby They seemed to be searching the remains of ruin guards for us. However, they looked disappointed. So it would...
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire One cannot discover the truth behind it through, or rather, these Abyss mages likely fear...
Paimon?
All right, we shouldn't waste too much...
Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Don't miss your luck.
Let's spark things up a little.
No escape! I'll never surrender! Hey! This is not the end. You got me.
You're in for a little shock.
Yep.
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze! Time to fight back, I suppose. Dodge this! Cool it! What's the hurry? Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hide.
There are no coincidences in the world, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time, forget it. Just the connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin. Rather, they are both branches that have grown.
Branches?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was.
Huh? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin. Oh. Speak. Oh! Right. As your guide. Huh? You have memories of being there.
Is that so? Well, but if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first.
It seems your brother woke up first.
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Khaenri'ah plunged the.
The destruction of Khaenri'ah? He said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
So your brother must have understood this.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of.
If that's the case, you must, before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague material. So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your brother? Oh, yeah. You can travel around.
I probably know more about Conria. Conria was a nation without a god. It was a powerful nation, built purely by...
A nation?
Later events unfolded just as you...
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Conria. The pride of humankind was uprooted and...
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen up. Let's keep moving.
Over there! It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines... So...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago. These Ruin Guards were known as field tillers by the people of Conria.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood.
Fought for with steel and blood?
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time. They found their way to various ruins across...
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, but no matter their past,
I'll race you there.
Cool it! Freeze! Don't push your luck! This one will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
That's cheating. No one escapes my sights. Bet you can't keep up with me.
Cool it! Don't get frostbite! Dodge this!
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman. Could it be a communication of some kind?
This talisman seems connected to the abyss here. Perhaps it really does contain information.
But Paimon can't read the writing.
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the Prince.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate, initial operation. The Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a... From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie So Dane...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But
How so?
in short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss, though you may not have been aware of it at the time. You were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile?
No. From the contents of the they won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Though of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more...
Yes. According to the talisman, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss... Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around.
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animal Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though, does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animal Archon! And actually, the Animal Archon is... never mind!
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
Huh?
You are the honorary Knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, when a non-believer steps onto holy... I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today? But I should first make it clear.
It seems she hasn't realized. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about some...
What?
Of course you would wouldn't know anything about that.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, a long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven. Of course.
Nothing? So do you have any other clues, Paim? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about this.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure.
The Tyrant's final
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt many years ago. There was a time when
balls of fire raining from the sky?
People at that time believed it was a curse. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. Right. Later, the theory of the tyrants, perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue.
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never—
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue.
But you're also a—
Right. We'll go give—
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful.
I see. This could very well have something to do with the defiled—
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for?
No, that's not— Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolven. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas. Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Cool it! Dodge this!
No escape!
Freeze! Oh, so sorry. What's the hurry? Cool it! Ha! Ah! Ah! Ha! 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 Ah! Ah! Freeze!
Whew. There sure are a lot of enemies around here.
closer we get to the target, the more
Yeah, let's go!
I'm not...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet I cannot possibly agree with his actions. Besides, you're the one people like. I have no problem It's just my opinion, but you shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, even if the god in question is your
Don't trust them and don't...
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will...
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business.
What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. At the rite of dissension in Liyue, you're...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found... Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden... I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not... Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas, but the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Devalid.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is Honorary Knight, please go and check this god's spirit. Okay, be careful.
You, not welcome here!
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your day. If you serve us, we can restore your divine power. Lies. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? Oh no, is this the same thing they...
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain. Bow before the abyss!
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time. Free! this!
Let it rain.
Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Wish you luck. Dodge this! Cool it!
Prepare to be blown away!
The end will come.
Go, go, fairy bunny!
The world will fall. Surging tide.
That's
The
cheating!
world will fall. The end is nigh. The end will come.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
Surging tide.
Not so hard!
Decimus, all
cheating.
life will perish.
I'll race you there!
The end is nigh. The end will come.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
The abyss. The ceremony was interrupted. How does an old spirit have such determined? No matter. This is but a.
It disappeared again!
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed, but still. The
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait! So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas?
Thank you. In the future, you...
No, we heard about the danger. Besides coming to help, we have... excuse us?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine, it entered into my proving ground by accident. But it could not think. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the...
Missiles. I do not know this string. It could spin, leap high into the air, and...
Fireballs? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first... It sounds like the first one was wood, but in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while...
Don't know. But
Yes, you were a big... We need to keep investigating something
yes, I smell you too. Also...
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane. Dane, there you are.
I saw her, but purposely as both the Lion Fang Knight and acting if I'm not careful, one day. But back to the matter at hand. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the...
Huh? Really?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a
Ah, the Paimon gets it. So the time after it was damaged in the fight, then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because... Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first... All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine.
Prototype?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the and this newly born god will have the power to topple the Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, no matter where we may hide it.
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care. We can't have the church get involved.
Destroy it? Well...
To the 7... Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue... We just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Catch the wind.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh, such a...
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by...
You are just as vexatious. I sense your soul is stained by... Oh, and then we are the same.
It is your words that forever reek. Time to silence you!
Dodge this! Cool it!
Abyssal roar! Annihilate!
Dodge this!
Abyssal roar!
Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Cool it!
Windblade!
Not so hard!
Will perish. The world will fall. The
Freeze!
end is nigh.
Don't push your luck.
You? Come a little closer.
Oh no. I'm gonna ruin my gloves.
You're in for a little shock.
No escape!
Will perish. The end is nigh. The world will fall. Surging tide.
Hey! Bet you can't keep up with me!
What's the hurry? This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
The world. Prince.
Hey! Could that be?
Lumine.
Wait! He just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald. Your brother? And the Abyss?
Lumine. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your brother knows Dane?
Ether, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows him too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man Dainsleif was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Home. Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Lumine. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Really? You sure? At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty... Oh, well... First off, that Abyss Herald called your brother Prince. It seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to him. Still, your brother said that he wants to engulf the next thing. Turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their... And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction So that's why your brother said that, but... If the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago... Also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother, it turns out he's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with Yeah, then... We can't let ourselves get... Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move. If your brother wants you to reach the end of it... Come on, traveler. Let's go. Never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bet, and we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Then Paimon will be sure to keep up the good work. Although, where should we go next? If we want to... Oh, you mean the god that took your brother? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, Ooh, Paimon support... Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk... Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already! Let's see what she has to say!
Ad Astra. Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
Oh. Hello. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask.
Oh. So
Great! We came to the.
But the chance of success is...
Incredibly small.
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how all I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. After I'd escaped their clutches, But to my surprise... that's right. I escaped...
What a horrible journey!
Well, because everything is just too restricted.
Kanjo Commission?
Along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything, and one of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous... Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is... It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like that. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extreme... You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce...
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods. But if you really are set on going, there is...
The raft
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled...
You're right! Paimon'd sure be But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take...
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet.
Then there's